It's that time of the year again when we bring you the Aviation Indaba, an industry platform where we discuss the future of the industry. Not only are we discussing the future, we're looking at the state of the industry right now and taking stock and asking the hard questions on where are we as an industry in the Republic and on the African continent. We held the first one last year, 2024, at Vanderboom National Airport. Big success. It was a full house. We are now moving it to the Maslow Hotel in Sandton, 19 August 2025. We're going to be congregating there with the industry stakeholders such as your regulators, the people who regulate our airspaces, the people who regulate our training facilities. We're going to be there with government departments. We're going to be there with research and academic institutions. We're going to be there with investors. We're going to be there with airlines, airline captains and engineers and so forth and so forth. It's a deliberative platform where we brainstorm on how do we move the industry forward, what is needed to make South Africa's aviation industry a world-class industry. Brainstorm and compare notes and say, what issues are we facing as an industry? What remedies do we think are there that can help us to solve these particular problems? One of the gaps, for instance, if you recall the statistics before COVID, the world needed around 200,000 pilots. That's the shortage of pilots that was there globally. Now, with COVID having come and shut down the industry for a little while, the older captains having retired, some people did not go back to the industry. It means the deficit or the need for pilots is even more after COVID. Now, who supplies pilots to commercial aviation? It is the general aviation sector. That's where training schools are to be found, flight training schools are to be found. That's where drone pilots are trained. That's where air traffic control are trained. If we are bleeding air traffic controllers as we are right now in South Africa, because other countries are taking them, Australia is taking them, Europe is taking them, the Middle East is taking them, because we produce some of the finest air traffic controllers in South Africa. Where do we produce them? In the sector of general aviation. So if we don't talk about these issues as a sector, we will find no ways of closing those gaps. The other gaps that are there are gaps around funding for people to become aeronautical engineers, funding for people to become drone pilots and so forth and so forth. And if we don't then find solutions as a sector, we will not be able to supply commercial aviation with qualified pilots, with qualified cabin crew, with qualified air traffic control, airport managers, aviation security personnel, and so forth and so forth. 19 August 2025, the Maslow Hotel in Sandton. Be there or be told.